Listen, cause I know I got sunshine on my mind. I got sunshine all the time. I got sunshine everywhere I go, and I want you to know I got sunshine when it hurts and when nothing seems to work. I got sunshine. Do you see the sunshine? Da, 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 da.
I never thought I'd meet one like you, the kind of girl I'd freely give my all to. You captured my heart by all the things that you say. Just you being you being true, it made me feel this way. Oh, I'm dreaming of.
Doing a video for choreology.
You know.
The thought of you brings a smile to my face. A fantasy come true. A picture of grace. Angels and angels, what a gift to the world. So eloquent, intelligent. You're my
Ladies and gentlemen, Avery Sunshine. You know what? I wasn't gonna bring you on yet. I was gonna play another mix. I was gonna mix something else in there. But when I saw you in the green room getting it in, I was like, uh-oh, okay, I done hit something right there.
But this mix is so dang killing. I was about to say, who is that? See what I'm saying? Wait a minute. Can I just say how great it is to see y'all's beautiful faces? JaVonne, it's good to meet you.
Thank you.
Terez, my dear sister. Just as gorgeous and just both of y'all. It's so good. Ain't it good to
just see somebody, right?
Just to see some human beings rather than the ones that you live. You love the ones you live with, but this, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes, yes. And you look amazing.
Look, thank you, sister. Listen, I was working on it and forgot that y'all could see me. I said, oh,
well, you know, there's a good thing there because I was the only one that could actually see you.
Oh, okay, good.
And I was good. I was like, oh my God. So
I'm glad. Because I was putting my bra on. I was gonna say, oh Lord, if she ain't got that with this satin thing coming, huh? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Huh? I'm sorry. So I'll do. See, my husband is usually here to help me with all my videoing and all that, so I can do this stuff. So you know,
where's Dana? Where is he?
So y'all, Dana is a part of an organization that helps young men who are
Mm-hmm.
transitioning from they've been in the system,
okay,
and they need some men who give a damn.
Dope.
So the group is called Next Level Academy for young men. Okay. And they go in and they speak on behalf of these young men to keep them out of jail for. Now, if they have done something, we just don't want the sentence to be 50 million years for selling a bag of weed. I'm not saying go sell some weed. I'm just saying I don't think that should be weighed as heavily as if somebody stormed the Capitol. That's all I'm saying.
Hello, somebody.
Right there.
You know, so it's good. A guy by the name of Gary Davis. It's his baby. It's his organization, and Dana is a part of it. And we need each other. And just like I needed to see you guys today, our young men need Black men to be there for them and say, "I believe in you. You can do it." They just need it. So every Saturday morning, that's where my husband is.
Oh,
wonderful. So
with his mask on.
Yeah, right. If you're ever lonely or bored on a Saturday morning, you can always pop through this show.
I absolutely will.
We will send you a link religiously.
We'll do it.
And I just want to, I have to get this out. Okay. First of all,
Get it out. Let it get it
I
out.
am one of your biggest fans.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding. I am straight up telling you the awesome truth. I watch you on all your lives. I follow everything you do. And I've been doing that since, and you saying, nice to meet you, but we have met before. You were on my podcast many, many years ago.
Really?
Yes.
JaVonne, charge it to my head.
It's okay.
And not my heart. But thank you.
But I don't expect you to remember me at all, because it was many years ago, and you've done so many things since that time. And I fell in love with you like the week that I was prepping for that show, and have been falling deeper ever since.
Well,
right. So I follow Dana, I follow you, and there's something that happened on that show. I just got to get it out, and this is why I'm not going to say I am your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play this back, and it takes a little minute, but I think it's worth it. I think you're going to love it. Okay. And this is why I know I'm not your biggest fan. So
I need some tissues or something.
Excuse me?
Y'all need some tissues? Is it about?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Was I cussing? I know. See, I know you wouldn't do nothing like that Saturday morning. All right, let me just do this.
Let's see if we could get this played here. Here, let's do this.
This is so great.
Yes, love you.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
How are you?
I am so groovy right now.
Wonderful.
Want to say hi to Avery?
Sure. Hello, love of my life. How are you?
Hi, baby. How you doing?
Oh, well, thank you.
So, JaVonne, this is the other half of the Sunshine. This is actually the president and of the Sunshine team, okay, that you're talking to, okay? I just want you to know, JaVonne, I just want you to know that you're speaking to royalty, ma'am, okay?
Wow.
Mr. President.
It has to be Ronald.
Thank you. She knows what to see. JaVonne knows what to say. She said, hello, Mr. President.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank
you. I have to say this to Ron, and he really, really knows that he, when you start out as an artist and nobody knows who you are, it's just, you still feel like don't nobody know who you are. But then when you get a few people who believe in what you're doing and they don't mind telling you that, it really helps to solidify the thing that you're doing. It helps to cement your purpose. It helps to, if that makes any sense, it's like a continual pat on the back kind of thing. Like, yeah, keep doing it. This is jamming. And so Ron was one of the first person who every day, JaVonne, every day that the Lord sends a tweet and includes me in it to everybody, choose to shine. Wow. And I'm every day. And I try, there's some days I miss because I'll be up under the bed, but I try to wake up and retweet. You'll have a nugget, just an encouraging word, every one or two, every day, JaVonne, every day. Wow. And I have to tell you, Ron, there are days when I'm not feeling sunshiny, and I open and I look through Twitter and I see you, and you remind me, hey man, get up. You don't even realize you're doing it, but you remind me, get up, go ahead and do it. It's all right. I'm telling you, you do. So thank you for inspiring me and encouraging me, and Dana.
Oh,
we
you
appreciate
very
you
welcome.
so much. We appreciate it. I didn't even let him say a word. I ain't let him. My mother said, can't get a word in edgewise. I'm sorry. I had to make sure I said that.
Oh, you're welcome. I love both of you guys. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I had to play that back. That clip is the only thing I have left of that interview. I cannot find it anywhere. But I had purposely took that clip because it said something about you and your appreciation of the people who love you and support you. And, that
thing just touched me back then. That was 2014, I believe.
And that's nothing. She does that now. Like how, you know, and I'm glad you played that, JaVonne, because I didn't know what you were playing. She always got something going on, you know. Like, we call little tiny fingers behind the scene, you know.
Short but formidable, short but tiny but formidable.
Anyway, but the keep shining. Can I tell you your hashtag keep shining? How that motivates and inspires me so much, you know, like because there are days when I'm scrolling through and I'll see something. I'll see one of those beautiful profile shots of yours where you just smile, or I'll see the banter between you and Dana that makes me giggle, and it's just really, really inspiring, you know.
I have to tell you guys, it is. Firstly, JaVonne, thank you for that. Terez, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. Especially now, it's really hard for me sometimes to get on social media. When I started, I started, anybody that followed me, I made sure I followed. So I have a lot of maybe some undesirable things that are in the feed. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of the energy is not quite right. And trying to, so instead of taking the time to take some of it out, I just say, I just can't do it. I can't do it. So sometimes I won't post. And I forget, I mean, I don't know, we started this today saying the same thing. We need each other. And you all remind me that my fingerprint is necessary and important, just as all of ours are. And sometimes we can forget in living and taking care of babies and businesses and just yourself, you forget that you are necessary at whatever level that is. And this moment here is more meaningful than you guys could even imagine. So thank you. And yes, I'm gonna keep right on shining. And keep even when I ain't feeling like it, you know, my mouth, our words are so powerful that if we start to write, we start to speak it, our bodies have no choice but to follow suit, right?
It cuts through. It cuts through that timeline of bullshit. We bullshit on the show.
I'm so glad I could cuss. I didn't know.
It cuts through. Like keep shining. Like on days where, you know, like I can remember specifically like going to work and not feeling really great about it, and keep shining. You know, no matter what comes through. And it certainly served me. And anyway, you're in rotation anyway. So that's the medicine that I use to drown the world out, you know, like from the beginning of Just Call My Name to like Sweet Afternoon.
Oh, man. Come on, Sweet Afternoon.
Listen, I believe. Now, y'all don't know this, so I'm about to tell a whole lie right now.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know that Avery dug in my journals and made that song. Y'all just know that.
I love it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to send you some royalties.
Okay,
is that true? Like, okay, now we gotta flesh this out just a little bit.
Wait, JaVonne, can I pause? I'm sorry, because what I did not do, I did not acknowledge my sister Monifah, and I have to do that. And would you, Terez, kiss your beautiful wife for me and tell her I love her?
Well,
her very face.
Yeah, I will absolutely do that. And we call her Background Betty on this show because we are blessed to have, you know, be able to do this from home instead of being in a studio. So, you know, like we battle for airspace in here because the music is always going. So on Saturday mornings is our only reprieve because I get up earlier than she does on Saturdays. And, you know, we're going to talk about what COVID and couples do in a minute, but, you know, in a minute.
Can you hear? I was so glad Dana was going on Saturday morning. I was like, oh, you leaving?
I get up earlier and I start doing my ritual. I start burning my sage and getting ready.
Wait a minute. Wait. Because I was like, they didn't tell me it was that kind of show. Is Terez smoking weed this morning? They can do that. Snoop, this is the Snoop session.
I keep mistake. I gotta get right in my headspace.
Yes.
You know, this working from home thing, Avery. You know, I gotta get centered, because normally, you know, that work home life, you keep them separated.
Yes.
With doing the COVID thing, everything is together. So I gotta burn space sometimes with dealing with some energies that I deal with, you know. But I'm up.
We have to do the same thing, JaVonne. I know, please forgive me. I just broke in, but it was the same thing, having to manage your personal life. And so even like right now, if Dana was here, Dana would come in. If he wasn't involved, come in. What we having for dinner? You know, the Xfinity man is downstairs. Where's I can't find my wallet. Where's the credit card? It's just like having to, you know what I mean? Or it's just, or your mom, my mom's calling back to back. And I'm like, I'm on a call. Are you okay? Oh no, I just wanted to tell you Oprah turned 67 today. But you're grateful for that. But managing the being at home, because everybody doesn't even get it. Oh, you're at home, so you're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they think. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So Terez, I get it. I get it.
Yes, but she gonna pop in. I'm sure. As soon as she hears your voice, as soon as she goes to that first bathroom break, she's gonna listen to hear that I'm on the show. She's gonna say, "Wait, yeah, they had Avery on today." She's gonna pop in, watch. I bet.
Absolutely. And the funny thing is, Avery, I'm gonna let you know now. Yeah. What happens is Terez's head gets pushed to the side, and Mo comes right on in. And that's it. That's it. The end. It's over. It becomes the Monifah show. And we call it background Betty, the background Betty show.
I love it. That's what I do today.
You wake up in time, you know.
I personally think that you and Dana need to have your own show. That's what I personally think.
You know what?
The Hey Sunshine show, right?
Yeah, but you know, and but I know, but we do have the Hey Sunshine show. But we've been talking about a couples thing, and we might try something in the next couple of weeks. So just keep your eyes out for on the Hey Sunshine show. Okay. We're going to do something, and I may be calling on you and Monifah to do something. But it's going to be. But but you know what? Again, I never wanted to be one to read so much of my own press that I felt like, you know what, the world can't do without me. So let me just do. But what's interesting is, if God has created us to be amazing and great, who else is supposed to read your press? You read it. You toot your own horn. You do it. Mm-hmm. There will be someone who will come to hear it or see it, whatever it is. You go, and that's it. That's all you worry about. And I'm learning to do that, and I'm getting more comfortable in that space, you know, saying, folks don't want to hear what I got to say. They are not interested.
Listen, lies.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true.
We do that to ourselves. We do that to ourselves.
We do.
No, we don't need nobody else to say nothing negative to us. We have that whole negative neighborhood. But I have this trick that I do.
Come on, give me the trick.
Okay. So whenever I feel like I have a negative, like, we're going to have Avery Sunshine on the show. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. Well, you know you're going to say something stupid, make her want to hang up.
What?
Right? That's the thought. That's the thought. You know you're going to say something inappropriate, and she's going to be like, that's it. Goodbye. And then what I do is I say, okay, where's the positive people that live in this neighborhood? I know some of y'all going to go jack up that negative thought. And they say, Avery's going to love you because you love her. And then they beat that negative thought right out of my head. And then they say, okay, JaVonne, go prepare for your show because it's going to be all right. See, I got people up in here.
I got people up here talking to me.
3, 4, 5, 7, 9.
I'm not alone. I'm never alone.
Yeah, and when those people start talking to her, right?
Wait a minute. Is it on time? Look who's calling me, and look who comes into the screen. We can't do without them, can we?
See?
Both of them. Look at that. I ain't answering him though. How are you? I'm so grateful. Wake up gorgeous. That's what it is.
Bro. I love and miss you, Avery.
I love
I'm
you too.
So happy to see. I love seeing you sharing your gift, getting on there and sharing your gift on IG. And I'm just,
y'all.
I miss you, man.
I feel the same way. I was just saying that. I was really thinking about it right before we logged on. Like, what is it going to be when we finally see each other? Now, it had been a minute before we'd seen each other, right? So then this happens, and it's been a year, y'all. It's been a year since this has happened, and it will probably be another year before we are really out doing it for real, for real.
Yeah.
Like, what is it going to be like to see people like in?
Hugs and
their hug. What is it gonna be like?
They're trying to rob us of our humanity, man. Like that. There's you know, we got to remember that we have to stay connected until we can be connected again.
It's the truth.
We don't realize like this is very important. Feeling somebody's hug and touch. Hey, JaVonne.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna do it to myself. Dana, come on, I'll hug you. Come here, somebody can hug you.
I miss you.
But it's the truth. That was so good.
Is it
the moment to do what you just did, to quiet everything else and just be in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet afternoon.
Yes, babe.
You know it's 12:20.
Yeah. This is it.
See?
Perfect timing.
See?
Terez,
oh my God.
Come on.
See, if y'all don't know what that song is, and that came from Terez.
Terez stole her journal and wrote that song.
You said what? You what?
You got that from my journal notes.
Oh,
let me just play y'all a little bit of that. Can we just play a little bit of it so that the people
go on and give them some? Just thank me later. Thank me later.
I love you, Avery. I'm calling you a little later.
You call me. I love you too.
Happy belated, Monifah.
Thank
you.
Say hi. You ain't say hi back. Thank you.
I didn't hear you say hi. You usually don't. So
I do say hi. What are you talking about? I was coming on here when I said I'm the one that gets those creepy voices in check.
That's true.
That's why I got I came in to say hi to Avery, but then that was gonna be my introduction. When I heard that, I was like, oh, that's a good segue into me saying hi.
This is true. This is true. You are one of those strong, powerful voices in my head that says you're being creepy. Stop being creepy, McCreeper, and just get ready for the show.
My daughter says, "You're being cringy, mom."
Cringy. That's the new one. Cringy is like our age bracket. So, but I like cringy.
I like cringy too. I like cringy too.
I dig it.
They need a hug and they don't even like hugs. Mr. J.
Now I need a hug. I don't even like hug,
Mr. J. Mr. J.
We hugging you, Mr.
I know, right?
Yeah, you need more hugs. That's what that is, Mr. J. Right. You need more hugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before you play the song, I'd like to know, outside of my journal notes, and that's my story, I'm sticking to it. What inspired that? That is such a, oh my God.
Me and Dana. Let me tell you. So just the real. Dana was going through divorce, and Dana was working. I had already gone through my divorce. And I know it sounds, it's like it's not even like y'all lying, but I swear to God. So yep. Dana got me through, believe it or not, he got me through my divorce. And we were working on the music, just friends, just that ear. Y'all, when you go through something, you have no idea who the person is or that's gonna be there to drag you out of that.
Yes, God.
So it was Dana, he literally, I feel like he dragged me. And next thing you know, he was divorcing. And the thing between us was it was inevitable. And he was still working a day job. And however it was, the only time we could meet up was in the afternoon. And I mean, like meet up at like Blimpie or something. I would drive to his gig. I would like 45 minutes so we could have lunch. So the sweet afternoon wasn't even, that smash and grab. It wasn't even that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, don't give me too much overt stuff. I like, that overt sensuality. There are few song stylists. I consider you not only a singer, but a stylist. Like you make very, very tasty choices.
Oh yeah.
You know, so outside of like on a Mavis Staples, how you can just sing, hum it's not a word, not a lyric, feeling. You know, like when you hit us with the and I don't sing.
Oh, a little bit, but I don't know what that was.
But yeah, but I'm just saying.
I love y'all for this.
You'll hear it.
Do it better.
Listen, because when the song plays, I'm gonna point out the area. Because
she gonna point out the area.
Do you out the area when the song's playing? right here. It's a clearing of the throat. It's a transition of it puts you in that pocket. Like,
let me tell you something, Avery.
Sorry, that's my.
I love it.
Ain't nobody. Let me just. You in a class by yourself, babe.
This is true.
I certainly appreciate that from the both of you. And Monifah, you already know.
Choices.
Yeah. I feel like you sing from your toes personally.
Yes.
And how you do that while you're sitting down behind the keyboard, I will never know. Don't stand up to get all that
over my ass. That's the foundation. That's what it is. You can't help it. You know, you can't help but just come from like a volcano. Just come up. I'm working on that, by the way. I am.
Ooh, no, leave that right there.
That's what Dana said. He's like, "How you?" But y'all know just about feeling better. But the truth is, y'all know what that just practicing it. Practicing piano and then ending up singing along with that. I never considered myself a singer. I was never gonna be a singer. I was always gonna tell other people sing because I didn't think because I was listening to Monifah on the radio. I'm listening to Aretha Franklin on the radio. I'm listening to all these folks. I'm like, I don't sing like that. I can tell everybody else what to do. And I think one of the most miraculous things that I've learned that through my process in my career is that everybody's got a voice. Hey, whether I like it or not, everybody has everybody. Do you remember listening to Joe Cocker? Do y'all remember Joe?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember watching him. He be. I was like, that is bizarre to me. But wait a minute. It's bizarre to me, but this man is on TV singing for a living. That means somebody loves it. Somebody so everybody's gift is for whomever it is for.
That's right.
Don't ever discount because yours doesn't look like someone else's, that it shouldn't exist or that it's not good.
That's true.
I think I learned that through this and hearing things like that. Like, no, you don't sound like that or that. You sound like you. And that's what I want to hear. I was like, whoa, really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
So,
I used to be that way because I didn't run. Like, I didn't grow up in church or anything. And like people that, they think that I'm a singer. I sing notes and, I come from stage and you know what I'm saying? I didn't come from choirs and church, but I came from theater and stage and stuff like that and singing along with my favorite artists and my mother's favorite artist. Yeah. And I used to feel funny, like coming up with the face and the, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that really, to me, in my opinion, that grown sound, like where everybody sounded like they were like 30 something and I was, and I'm in my 20s and I just felt like I had this really immature voice. Like I knew I could sing, but I just always felt like weird because I didn't run. And then it wasn't until like a couple of years ago, like 10 years ago, that I really realized like, yo, I'm good. This is me.
I'm great.
I'm, what I'm saying? This is what I do.
And what is cold without hot? What is day without night? So if you're running through everything, and I never get it, and I listen, I don't do a lot of runs and all, but I sure love to hear it. But let me tell you something that came clear to me, but my mama said. She said, it was some new artist that came out at the time, and I couldn't stop playing this man. I mean, she's running all over the place. It's just, my mother heard it and said, yeah, so you like this? But I can't sing along with that.
Oh.
Oh. That's I hear
That's yeah. Yeah, you can
Mm.
listen to the runs, but you can't. Yeah.
So you hear that let me know you ain't supposed to do that. Yeah, people fawn over that, and it is so. But guess what else? I fawn over folks that can sing a line. Whitney Houston could sing a and phrasing. Luther Vandross would sing a line, and the brain will hold that note so much and put so much intensity and passion in that.
Yes.
I don't even have to hear you do any runs. If you do one, I still probably want to hear it because I'm caught up in that note that you have.
That phrasing, those choices.
Those choices. Sometimes all of the you don't even hear the lyrics.
Right, exactly.
Song about.
Right. Yep.
And when I realized a minute ago that I'm supposed to share my thoughts through my songs. So if I'm sharing these thoughts, it wouldn't work if my voice was a different voice.
Right.
The voice that God gave me. And that's it. And if people listen and detaching myself from the people that I thought I was supposed to be in the group of, I wanted to be in the cool kids group and they do this and this, they do this particular thing. And people that like them they're not the same people who like me. And does that mean that I'm not good? No, it means you're different.
Yes.
You.
Yeah. They're people. Authentically you. I'm telling you, my mother was irritated when I played that art. I don't want it, Denise. It's too much for my ears. I can't follow it.
They're too busy.
It's too busy. I'm confused. It's cacophonous to me. All over the place, and they sing. I can go take me home. And why the old folks got to do that? They're always cold.
Cold and confused.
I went a car.
Avery, where the heck are we gonna see you in film? Because
I just told her.
Acting.
Absolutely.
What I have decided, what I have decided, sisters, for a minute, yet again, this being home, this COVID is brought. So I'm about to go get my sage mode. Terez.
I just wafted across the screen. I'm
about to go get mine. It's down. You know, me and Dana keeps our sage in here. But I am interested in the somebody said cold and confused. That's a good title. That is so good. I'm cold and confused. That is so good. Look, I have decided that I call it the Tyler Perry effect. I was one of the folks that was, people would always say, oh, you should be acting, you should do this and you should do that. And then I get caught up in, okay, so I've got to audition and I've got to do this and I got to figure it out. And I've got to, or I watch a movie and I see, I should have been in that role. Or I should have been, and I was like, wait a minute. Stop that. Create your own show.
That's it.
Just stop being mad at casting directors for not seeing you or not knowing about you. Create the Tyler Perry effect. Say, look, I'm gonna create, I'm gonna write it, direct it, I'm gonna do craft services, I'm gonna pick people up at the airport, I'm gonna produce it, I'm gonna be the lighting director, the gaffer, score it.
I watch it.
I'm going to score it, play the instruments, sing the songs, and if y'all like it, you like it. And fuck with it. You don't, you don't. Exactly. And I'm not going to worry about it. See, I was created in such a way that I call it the Tyler Perry effect. And if folks with me, if you not, be blessed.
That's right.
Be blessed.
Be cold and confused.
Be cold. And keep your IP.
Couple of things right here. First, let me just get this off. Monifah, I may not give you enough compliments as much as I feel in my spirit. Not nearly enough. I got that.
All right.
But I have to say this, okay? This is my show, half my show anyway. a part of us. And what I want to say is that you are legendary.
Yes, she
Period. Your singing, your voice, your choices, tasty, you're dope. That's it. The end. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. I believe you, and I know that now. And thank you. Thank you.
So I just wanted to say that. So, Sunshine Avery, you have just rocked my entire world again. Golly, you know what? I can't. Well, I sing, but not the way people like to hear singing. So
you never know, somebody might love it.
Right, I did. So I wrote my own song, had my own concert, had my own, and then I spent a lot of money and lost a lot of money. So then I wanted to be on the radio. So I started my own podcast, and look at where we are now. And I love it.
Right.
And now I'm going to sing some more. Not right now in this moment, because I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, right? But I'm not going to sing. But I just want to say thank you for that. So many people need to hear that. You know, you don't have to audition. You don't have to wait for somebody else's approval. Do your thing. Right. If you want it, create it.
You see this lipstick I'm wearing, these lashes?
Yes.
It's mine.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
I'm moving. It'll be out as soon as it get here, and I can put it on. The COVID's slowing everything down. But as soon as all my new products are in, they'll be back up. I created my own. I am not waiting. My mother, I know I talk about my mama. My mama should be 84 this year, so I'm grateful to still have her and doing everything. And she said, Denise, I'm gonna live until I die.
I
love that.
Jules.
Thank you for that.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
I love you, sis.
Yes.
And on that, I'm gonna leave y'all to this. I love you.
I love you more. Mwah.
Everybody have a great Sunday. Bye, JaVonne.
Bye, background Betty.
But let's talk about the Lumac beauty.
Yeah.
Talk about that for a second.
So Lumac comes out of some pain. Y'all, I thought my lips were too big to wear bright lipstick, right?
Ooh, okay.
And it's kind of a long and drawn out story. I'm gonna give you as much as I can without it just being without boring you to death. But
no.
My great grandmother's name was Jemima Lou Bodison Mack, and she was a single parent. She was a preacher. She was the mother of my grandmother, whose name was Louise, and my grandmother got pregnant with my mother when I think she was 16, and my grandfather was 15. So Lou Mack told Louise and Willie, y'all gonna get married. And Louise was 16 and my grandfather was 15, so they got married. Needless to say, my grandmother, Louise, is walking down the street with my mother. And I don't know where my grandfather was at that time, clearly, because he was a baby still himself. And this lady, who was a member of my great-grandmother's church, Lou Mack was a pastor too. This lady named Fannie Mae Rogers rolled up on my grandmother and said, hey, you don't want that baby. Because my grandmother's holding the baby all weird and stuff. And there was an incident before that where my grandmother was in jail and had to breastfeed my mama in jail.
Wow.
So my mother tells me the story. She said that they tell me that she said I was emaciated. I was looking, and she said your grandmother was holding my little bag and me, and this lady pulls up and says, hey, Louise, you don't want that baby, give me that baby. And my grandmother said, you want her for real? And she said, give her to me. And my grandmother did. So Fannie Mae Rogers, the lady that pulled up, called my great grandmother Lou Mack and said, Sister Lou, I got this here baby. Your daughter actually gave her to me on the street. And my great grandmother said, you can have her because I can't take care of a baby. That's Louise and Willie's baby. I can't take care of her. So if you can do it, you can have her. So my mother was raised by a foster mother. Thank God for Fannie Mae Rogers and her husband,
Amen.
Gladys Rogers, for taking care of my mother. So I say all that to say that's a painful part of my history, especially my mom's, because my grandmother was still in the mix. My grandmother would come around to the foster parents' house to see my mother. My mother would say my grandmother would be drunk, or she would come around, she'd be fussing, but she said, God takes good. So these foster folks that took care of my mother, amazing. So fast forward, Dana and I and my mother and my sister have just become parents again. My niece has 3 children, 8, 6, and 17 months. And she's in Philadelphia, and we're praying for her. We're praying for her. All the kids are here with us. This baby ended up in foster care. And we've been fighting through COVID to get the baby, and we got her, y'all. So she's here.
Oh, amen. God bless.
So I know this is more information, but the idea of, so I wanted to bring all this. Lou Mac Beauty was created. I wanted to remind women, when we looked at our features and we looked at who we are, to acknowledge those pains, acknowledge the beauty in the pain and in the victories, because it makes us who we are. So the fact that painful time when my grandmother gave my mother away, I am here because someone took my mother. Could have been dead.
Amen.
And then there would have been no Avery Sunshine. But that story at the time that wasn't pleasant, we've got to tell those stories. We can't be afraid of those stories. We honor those stories when I honor the fullness of my lips. Follow me here. When I honor what I look like, I honor Lou Mac. These are Lou Mac's lips. This is Lou Mac's big ass booty that I got hanging on me. But not just when, I don't acknowledge my family members, the ones who were there to give me gifts, and the ones who were there I also acknowledge the ones who there was some pain attached to, because it's the whole picture that makes me who I am. So I honor my great grandmother in this lipstick line. She never wore stitch and makeup. But I am here because of her. I'm here because of her bravery to tell that woman, listen, I can't take care of this baby. You go ahead and do that. And whatever that made her do that, I don't know if it was God, I don't know if it was fear, but she did it. And I am here because of that bravery. And I see the similarities between she and I. She was a business owner, y'all. She had 4 properties. That was, she was born in 1899.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, I've seen something that popped up, and then that's so, oh God. I'm sorry, y'all know I can't focus, but you said we're trying to do something special for this. That lost her eye in an attack in Harlem due to male adult feeling. I want to make her decorative eye that Lou Mac inspired. You know what? Do that. Do that. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. We don't take the pain and just stay broken and just be broken.
And you know something too, in telling your story, that was such a selfless act.
Yeah.
As well. Because I know that there was a lot of pain in that, but for someone to say that I can't do something, because immediately we want to do something, we want to grab it, and even though we don't have the capacity, it may not be what we need to do, and to do a selfless act so that somebody's life can be better, or basically be in care of somebody who can, change the trajectory of whatever that could have been. Wow.
I hadn't considered that. I hadn't
a lack mentality. That's not a lack mentality. That's a mentality of abundance.
Yes.
Because you know what? We come from villages, quite frankly.
Yeah. Yeah.
We come from
everybody. All the mamas were taking care of you. Can't you get the baby? No, you get the baby. No, I got the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Facts. Facts. I've taken in my nieces. I know what that is.
Yes.
Listen, I know what it is, and God, and we would not know you here today. So, Lou Mack. Stick with her. First of all, you have beautiful, beautiful lips. That there you go.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to be too creepy.
It's not creepy when we tell each other we're beautiful.
No, JaVonne is creepy.
I'm gonna hit my sage.
No, I'm just kidding. But she just
I love y'all.
Yeah. We are, like it's very hard when you have attractive friends. You know what I mean? Because when you have attractive friends and other people see them as attractive, I got and I say friends in terms of, and I add Dana in that bunch too.
Yeah. Oh, listen.
When
wait a minute! I had a friend tell me, the man's wife. Yeah. I need a man like Dana. And looked at him. I was like, "Can you do that?" I didn't know you could do that. You gotta cross the thing. Now you could tell me he fine to you, but you like Dana. I take it all in stride. Thank you, Lord. As long as we know where we at, we good. I'm grateful.
See, and you got to get that, because I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it for JaVonne and her types.
My types.
In a minute, the lesbians love you, Avery.
And I love the lesbian shit.
Oh shit.
No, y'all hear me? I am not on that bullshit, y'all. I don't know how people. My preference is male.
Absolutely.
But why would I feel some kind of way if another woman said that she was attracted to me, because I please know that women have said it to me, and I've said, and guess what I've responded with? Thank you so much. I'm so glad anybody thinks I'm attractive. So thank you. So are you, and I appreciate that shit.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome.
Thank you. I am not offended by why.
Why?
We have so much work to do in appreciating each other, and we just have a lot of work to do, and not feeling like, oh my god, you said I was good. You like my lips? All right, enough of this.
She's gonna think and then on this end, it's like I can't tell her because she's gonna think I like her. No, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Don't give a shit. I'm grateful. I am serious. Drew, can you wave at everybody? She's gonna be like, Mom. This is my baby.
Hey, Drew. I've seen the picture of you two together. Beautiful. Beautiful.
But Drew and my boys, are you gonna leave? Yeah. Okay, I love you. Okay, good deal. I'm sorry, y'all. You see how you see what I'm talking about? The business and the baby. You gotta stop and tell you doing it. You all right? Okay, good. But my children also. Now, I've never had an issue with homosexuality, and y'all correct me and tell me the right way to say stuff, because sometimes I don't be knowing what. So sometimes we don't say nothing because people be all and see because how you say it now rather than just asking.
Right.
Anyway, but my daughter and our boys went to school at Grady High School, and much different than when I was in school. If there was someone that was transitioning or trans, you would not know.
Right.
You wouldn't even know if somebody was gay, or you just wouldn't know.
Right.
And we were talking about, now my oldest brother is married, and he and his partner have been married for they've been together for almost 30 years. And he and his partner, my other brother, they are my children's godparents.
Okay.
And so my children were exposed to love, fullness of love very early. That when they came onto the scene, they understood the fullness of love. So it was never an issue. So they get to Grady High School, and there are kids, there's a couple of kids in the class who were trans. And it threw me off for a minute. I'm picking them up from school, and a young man comes out, and he's got on a tutu and some sparkle shoes. Now, cross-dressing was one thing, because everybody had a thing for it's kind of like it's fun, and but no, but there's another space where someone feels like they're not in the right body,
right?
And it's a real thing,
right?
And I just was like that. And my kids, they were like, well, what's wrong with you? Oh, I was like, y'all, he's got a purse. And my kids were like, so?
You made them, though.
Can you say that again?
You made them, though.
And they teach us. They teach us not tolerance.
Right.
Don't tolerate me.
Exactly.
I don't want you to tolerate me.
Exactly.
I want you to see I'm here.
Exactly.
See me. You don't have to believe exactly like you don't have to do any of that. I want you to see me. I don't want you to just tolerate me. And my children I thought I was awakened, but no, we all been brought up in this world. We all had old school parents or not. But there was something in you that you learned that maybe you didn't want to learn, and we got to unlearn it. And we got to talk about it. Talk about, it did startle me. Okay. All right, it's gone. Move on to the next thing. But we gotta talk about it. Talk about it.
That's how you know you're right in line with that 2.0 version of yourself when your children are able to drop jewels on you. That's the measure right there. That's the measure. Can we talk about the Sunshine Show?
Yes.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing on the Sunshine Show.
Can I tell you that I'm enjoying every moment?
Listen, y'all, we are figuring it out. It is a part of, it's like a baby starting to walk. It's wobbly and
nice.
Until one day you look up and that baby getting it, running. What we're going to be consistent. I'm learning to be consistent. I'm going to keep going until I figure it out.
Amen.
And so there are going to be some new show. We're going to have my mama on the show. It's going to be called Ask Miss Ruth.
What? Your mama's name is Ruth? That's
her name is
my
Ruth.
Grandmother's name. And then my grandmother's getting ready to turn 100 in March.
Yep.
And
happy birthday.
Oh,
I'm going to tell y'all right now, only Avery Sunshine could get me to say this publicly. My middle name is Ruth.
That is beautiful. JaVonne, listen, my niece,
we're related.
Our baby that we just got the 17 months will be here shortly. Her name is Journey Nicole, my middle name, Ruth.
All right.
I sure was feeling so. I was like, they named baby Ruth still. But I was grateful that my niece did that, honored my mother. So you have a beautiful name, JaVonne.
Thank you so much.
An honorable name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I'm glad that the Sunshine Show exists because it doesn't need to be cookie cutter. It needs to reflect the multifaceted, the multidimensional person that you are. So like,
I received that.
From the beginning, I love the wobbles. I love everything that you've described, and it's necessary.
Every show goes through it. Every show goes through it. Every business goes through it,
Absolutely.
And we will be supporting your show and every which
and vice versa.
Everything you do.
Wait a minute, or like some real aunties would say, vice versa and vice versa. That's not what it is, auntie, but I know what you mean. But for real, I'm sorry, I'm cold in here. It's cold. It's 28 degrees in Atlanta right now. I'm sorry. Freezing. But I appreciate, this is one of the most fulfilling interviews I've ever done. And I can count about 5 in all the interviews that I've done. This is in the top 5. I mean that.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't say it otherwise. But I am so JaVonne and Terez, thank you both.
You know what? Thank you.
Providing a space for people like me. Because I'm just as regular as the next person. To not, I don't feel like I have to be anything else on here. That's exactly who I am. in the sunshine. Sometimes it burn with a cuss word. It's fine. And then sometimes it just warm you up. Whatever. I appreciate being able to be all of me. And I say that I specifically in speaking to I was invited to perform at a church, and sometimes it gives me angst to do churches because they don't really want all of me. They want me that looks and says a certain thing, or looks a certain way, right? I was invited to a church, and a super big church down here, and I won't name it because I don't think the pastor knew. It was the person under. It's always ain't it always the B team or C team? That's something to say. At any rate,
yes.
That person in the middle. So this person says, "We want you to come and we want you to sing for our service. And we saw your performance on Google. You did this Google performance, and it was great. We want you to do that here, but we love your song. See you when I get there." But don't sing it here, because in that song, in the Google performance, you talked about your gay brother and it being about your brother, and we're not quite ready for that.
Wow. So he spoke for the entire congregation, huh?
He did.
Wow.
He was a minister of music of the church, and what I should have done was reached out to the pastor. And I didn't do it. I was so stunned. I just was so stunned, and that I have to. I don't. There's just so many things about that are disturbing. That a place that is designed to honor God, uplift, be mindful of God, is in so many ways. They don't include God.
Come on, somebody.
Right.
How would I just don't understand that. I'm talking about a church, and you mean to tell me the God that loves everybody would actually say, "Come, but don't talk about this particular thing." It's just so I am always grateful for places where I can be exactly who I am. I can show up whole. I can show up and say I love God and say shit. I can show up and say, you know what? I didn't feel good today. These fibroids are wearing me out. You know what? Today was great. I lost 3 pounds, and whatever it is, I can show up exactly like I am.
And I'm happy that offended you, because that meant that I'm happy that was that you don't understand that. In other words,
I don't understand it.
Yeah. Let me just say, a couple of things about the. No, I'm not going to say that. Okay. So, but what I will say is that what churches sometimes don't understand, or religions don't understand, is that they're supposed to reach everybody. And it's not the sick that need a doctor. I mean, it's not the well that need a doctor. So the people that feel and realize that they are already saved don't need to be saved. And again, because they saved, right? And we all need Jesus. And I'll say this, it was through listening to, because I'm crazy, but that's all right, right? You love me anyway, Avery. Please say it. Okay. All right. So I was saying to Terez at the top of the show that I had not heard "Safe in His Arms" until I heard you sing it. Not that I had never heard the song before, but I had never heard it. I'd never heard it until I heard your rendition and watched you sing it. To anybody who don't know Jesus, go to an Avery Sunshine concert and wait till she sings "Safe in His Arms." You will know Jesus himself.
Oh Lord, don't do this.
Will come shining right into your spirit, and you will know Jesus.
Facts. JaVonne, we got to do this before we wrap up, though. We got to get her on.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to move. I got to say this.
Okay, go ahead.
You did something with, I think, Anita Wilson and Bishop Flunders.
Yes. Yes.
When I say I'm an Avery Sunshine fan, you don't understand, lady.
Listen, and I love you for that. And please know, Anita's one of my best friends. Like it ain't show it's for real. And Bishop Flunder, if I have a pastor, she's it.
Amen.
That's it. I just need to make sure I made that clear. If I'm not a pastor, she's it.
Fact. Nice.
That's it.
I'm telling you, and I used to do a show. I'm going to start doing it again. I keep saying it, so you speak it, eventually it'll happen. But I used to do a show called Sunday Evening Shout, where I played gospel music, and anything where you even mention God, it was played every single week to the people, to the point that the people say, why I don't have Avery Sunshine in the gospel section? You need to get her in every section, because you know what? If there were no sexy Christians, there would be no little Christians. Correct?
There would be no little Christians. But what is this foolishness? You know what? I was just talking to Anita last night or the night before. And I said, she and I don't know what it is, y'all. And I'm just speaking out. I want us, I have to go back. There was a lady that spoke to me a few days ago, and she said she came to my show, and she said, this was one of the first times I was able to get church. I was able to feel like I was at church, but I felt freedom too. I was
like, that's what it is.
I was like, oh, because that's why I ain't been able to look at it. I ain't been fired from all the churches I've been at, but that's why I ain't been able to be in a lot. I can't do the bullshit, y'all. I don't do the lies. I don't do when we don't like women in the pulpit. I just don't do that. I don't deal with the toxic masculinity. I don't deal with it. I'm gone. I don't deal with it. But there is so I'm saying all that to say I don't know if I am going to do a show to talk about this spirituality and freedom. Spirituality and freedom are not independent of each other.
Right.
God and freedom, it's all together. So being bound by something in the name of God or in the name of church is wrong. It is just wrong.
Yeah.
And
don't you just hear God saying, I see you, I know you though.
I made you. I created you this way.
I just saw you before you walked into the church. I was with you.
Right.
Exactly.
I am tired of that. I am tired of that tripping and all of that. Stop. Please, Terez, what you say? I see you. And you know, yet again, the children ain't playing that shit.
No,
they see it. They called out. My children said to me, "Mom, I'm not going back to church." I was like, "Oh, you know that part of me that's been in me." I was like, "Well, you're not gonna go back. You're gonna rot in hell," because that's what they tell you, right? And then you realize, wait a minute, I ain't worked in church for 6 years. I've had the best Sundays, the best brunch. I started working in church when I was 13 years old. I retired from church when I was 40 because my Avery Sunshine couldn't manage it anymore. 27 years. I had never had a Sunday brunch. I didn't know what it was.
Wow.
And a lot of it was fear. I thought I wanted to be attached to church because that's what my mama, right? That's where she came out of. In church, you ain't connected to the Lord. You go until you have one of them Sunday brunches, and then that mimosa hit real nice, and then that afternoon you have a sweet afternoon, and then you wake up the next day and the earth didn't end.
See,
like wait a minute.
And you got one of our legends saying, "Say it, Miss Sunshine." The legendary Sarah Dash is watching.
Miss Sarah, hello, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah Dash.
Yeah, darling, legend.
I mean, legend. Miss Sarah, if I could wear them fits you was wearing, a matter of fact, I was looking at y'all last week in some of them silver fit. If I could Miss Miss Sarah, I'm her special guy. If I see a tiny little bikini top that's silver with the wings on it, I'll be ready.
See?
At any rate, I know Miss Sarah knows what I'm talking about. I know she dealt with it. I know she knows. well, you know, I see. Have we? Lord, it's 1 o'clock.
It is, but that's okay. You know, not even. No. Another thing about that. Okay, so this is our show, and we can do. Nobody's going to stop us.
Love it.
That's how that goes. That's number one.
Can I ask you a question? And because I have some close, what would you say to your heterosexual female friends or just heterosexual friends about some misconceptions we have about how our homosexual friends want to be addressed, or want some things that we just have fucked up in our minds about what we should say or about how we should act, or even like we were talking about, if I give you a compliment, don't mean I want to fuck you.
That's
right there. I think that's pretty much it.
That's the biggest one for me, you know, because my mother was very, I grew up with a parent that was very generous with compliments to everybody. So the way I see love in abundance. Yeah. So, and just because I say, hey, you're beautiful, or hey, oh, that's okay, girl, that's skirt, I don't want you. I just want to give a compliment. I can say that to my brothers too. I don't want you, boo. I just want to give you a compliment.
Right. Wow. How about that? So you get it from both. That's right. You get both. So guys think you.
Yeah, basically. JaVonne, you got one? You want?
Yeah.
I'm going to stay away from that too much.
Or something that you so that our relationships can. We're not in this space. We're like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how should I behave. What should I mean? And it's not just about being attracted or just anything, any misconceptions that you think we have in saying. Do we say things like, can I say queer, or do what it? You know what I mean?
Queer. You can say queer. You can say anything you want.
Same gender loving.
Same gender.
With me, you can. You know, look. I think with everybody, regardless of their sexual orientation, you have to. It's all individual. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't tell you what I would tell my heterosexual friends in terms of what they think, not to think that way or not to say, because I don't know what the hell they're thinking until they say it.
Yeah.
So if you're my friend, I would ask that you say whatever's on your mind so we could talk it out. And as we talk it out, you'll figure it out and I'll figure you out. I mean, there's probably some things that I do or say that you would wish that your little lesbian friend would not do or say. It may make you uncomfortable because, you know, creepy McCreepster, you know, I hear that.
Creepy Mick. I thought you about to say, you know what was good? Cringy McCreepster is great. I mean, cringy McCreepster.
Yeah, okay. I gratefully okay.
You are not cringy McCreepster. I'm talking about some other people that are cringy. That's just a great name. That's just a great name. But what you said was beautiful. But you have allowed space in a lot of places where we're afraid that there is no space.
Oh, there is.
Like, I don't know what to. Can I ask?
Yeah, please ask me. I love talking about it. What you want to know?
There is.
So is lesbian preferred to homosexual?
It depends on who you're talking to. It's very
well for me. I mean, if someone calls me a homosexual, that cracks me up. It kind of gives me a bit of the giggles because, you know, that's such a technical term, or like a biological, like here's my heterosexual friend, you know, like
smiling, you know?
And the heterosexuals normally, you know,
it's such a scientific term. I would never introduce my
but that's okay.
Or my brother. Here's my homosexual brother. I don't ever even do that. I say he's my father. Shit,
Right.
ain't none of your
Well, now-
goddamn business what his preference is,
Right.
unless he wants to share that with you.
Right.
Exactly. Now we go to the lingerie party, right? Now you want to invite me to the lingerie party. You might want to say, look, now you and me, Avery, right? We're friends. We girls.
Yeah.
Right? You gonna say, now don't be getting all lesbianic at the party. Because
I can say that.
you can say that to me.
I
And
can say that.
you can say, look, don't be all lesbianic. Because these girls, they don't know. They all straight and stiff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I say, okay, I'll behave on your behalf.
Yeah.
Except with that sister right there, she got to know.
With women, there's no. You have to be careful with the divide.
I'm just teasing.
Because to label, you got to separate the label from the action. You know, because in understanding that you can be same gender loving and not be sexual. You know. So, and one of the things that I say to people all the time is that stop going to my bedroom when you talk to me, because at the end of the day, you don't know what I'm doing in there. Like I could be non-sexual, you know, I'm not, but I could be, you know. So I'm telling you who I am, not what I do, you know. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, okay, right. So it's using JaVonne's example. I've been in spaces, and again, it's through the lens of my experience. I've been in spaces that women have said to me, I'm not gay, but I like you. It used to catch me up. Like, how do you
like me?
Because there are women that can find themselves attracted to you, a woman, but not gay, not lesbian, not anything. Just, you know, in fact, very heterosexual.
But you know what, Terez, though? Terez, you have your own. Terez doesn't count. I'm sorry. I got to say, I love you, sis. You know I love you. But Terez got this whole different kind of aura thing, this whole, what is it? Oshun. One time years ago, I'm standing in front of this spot. Terez and I standing.
I'm going to say this. Terez,
and somebody just came up.
Terez be glowing, don't she?
She do. She's just in a whole different category. You're talking to a usual regular person. Don't nobody be coming up to me and saying, you know, I'm not gay, but I just like you. That shit don't happen to everybody. That's a Terezism.
Again,
that's a Terezosexual.
I'm out. Tapping out. I don't even know how to tap out.
Wait, don't go.
That is no, but Terez, you said something good. So there are women, and it's real that they can be attracted to one woman and nobody else.
So they say. You know, be one in the moment, but you know, sometimes they have their preconceived notions about what hanging out is with a woman, same gender lover. So when they do, it's like, oh, I can relax, I can, you know, yeah, boo, what's the problem? And then it becomes something else, you know, that they don't necessarily, not to say, I'll just talk from my experience.
Yeah.
So I'll say that they will name something that they can't do. Like I remember bringing some straight friends to a gay club for the first time. And they had all kinds of preconceived notions until they got there. I couldn't even find them. They were so lost in the dance. I'm ready to go home, and they're like this. You know,
what did they think was going to happen? They think people were going to be hanging from the ceiling and jumping the walls or something. What did they think?
You know, that's a good point, though, Terez. When you think about it, you think about also the person that you've been with, a woman that you've been with who's never been with another woman, who says that they were never gay, they never thought about being gay, and then all of a sudden they met you, and you know you're silky smooth, and so they just it just happened. The drawers fell off the dresser.
But it's about a spirit touch. It may not have nothing to do with where you sexually excite them. And see, that's what I love about it. I'm gonna bring this all the way back to Sweet Afternoon for me. Yes. You know what that song, and I'm gonna bring it back there because it is the epitome of that for me.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like anything. If you come at me with all of that extra stuff, it is a surefire way to get me out of the door. Pew! I'm like, ghost, you see smoke.
Yeah.
But a sensual, innuendo that you can just paint your, like that's the black and white, and you can put your little splashes of color in it.
Yes.
That's it for me.
Yeah.
Like that song had me like this.
Like, that is so amazing. I love to hear that. I love that it has effect. So first of all, the track was done by one of my closest friends. His name is Clarence T. Lee Hill. If y'all get a chance, he has a band called Four Corners. Whatever they got, get it. Four Corners. Just F-O-U-R-K. No, I'm wrong. The number 4, K-O-R-N-E-R-S.
K-O-R-N-E-R-S. 4.
It's straight ahead. It's amazing. And he sent me this track. He did everything on the track. And then, we had Mari. I'm telling y'all more information than y'all even care to hear. Sidebar. He sent me the track. He was like, sis, I did this. What can you do with it? As soon as I played it, all I could think of was talking to Dana about good afternoon. I'm so glad you're here. I've been waiting. Listen, sometimes morning is not jamming. I'm too tired, and then after work, I don't feel like it. But right in the afternoon,
sweet spot,
sweet spot where I might be, God, you might be heading in, and I'm heading out, and just that glimpse of you, and I speak of it that way in regard to him because he was the first. That was the first time that I felt like I loved somebody beyond sex.
Right.
That a relationship where I loved you beyond. We don't ever even. No, we got to do it. But my point is,
right.
It was. I had never experienced someone who loved me. In that way, that any interaction I had with this person was sweet. Any interaction. And I was able to compare it to my clearly other relationships in my first marriage. It's like that was, I don't know what it was, but this here, Terez, I see how Monifah hugged you. It was not. It was on some. It was whole. I don't that is how that I love as much as I love all of our homies and all. A lot of our homies don't have love like that. And if you are single, wait for that thing that makes you hug that person that way. The young lady, Misty J, I'm telling you, if you say you're not a hugging person, a hugger, when you meet that person that was created for you, I promise you. I don't know.
The new music, we're gonna get some more of those kisses. The new music.
I can't. So if you're on the Hey Sunshine show, y'all get to hear all the new stuff first. You get to see me record it. You get to hear it before it's mixed and mastered. So far, we've played 2 songs from the upcoming album, and this coming week we'll play some more. And once a month for the Hey Sunshiners, what everybody does, they've given me a list of covers. Every 4th Sunday of the month, Dana and I are going to create and rearrange a cover, and we'll perform that cover, and we'll do a little show every 4th Sunday. It'll be Thursday. I'm sorry, every 4th Thursday. It'll be a little live performance. So once a month, you get a live performance. Listen, in it for a ticket. Some tickets for shows be like what? $60 for a show. You get the whole year for a bunch of shows and a bunch of stuff. You just go play, a couple of dollars.
Do you got to hit that website?
Yes, HeySunshineShow.com, please.
There we go.
Absolutely. So we have a little game that we play here.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I wanted to let you know that we have a 24-hour radio station, WJBR Internet Radio.
Yeah.
It is fully licensed.
Yeah.
Are
Through.
y'all kidding?
No, that's serious. WJBR Internet Radio.
That's what you're on now. Yes.
Yeah, and WJBRinternet.com plays your music all around the clock. You're all through it. And
just tell me when you need me to do some drops. If you need that, what do you need me to do?
That's coming.
We can take a drop right now.
Here we go.
Just tell what you need. You want me to make something up?
You can make something up, and it's for WJBR Internet Radio.
Yes.
Hey, this is Avery Sunshine, and I live right when I listen to WJBR Internet Radio. Keep shining.
Boom. One take.
Damn.
Don't play with
Love
me.
that. Okay.
Do
Now
not play
do,
with me.
now do a drop. You she's a one drop wonder.
There we go.
Do sorry. A drop for this show is
In the basement with JaVonne and Terez.
There you go.
Yep.
I can't deal with y'all. Hey, this is Avery Sunshine, and I am in the basement with JaVonne and Terez, shining.
Boom. There we go.
You know,
and see, when you see our outtake, our outros, you know why? Because we take the video content and we like to edit with some of our faves. So the visuals, JaVonne has her fingers going on those too, which is wonderful. So when the show closes, you'll see the outro and you'll see, you know, some of the stuff that we do, and then we'll probably add you to that mix as well. So that will be on the radio station itself. It's international and it's all the way out. And we
come on.
Yeah. So if you need some video, you just hit me up. You know, I hook it up for you. You know, I hook it up for your new show.
That's
you
so
know.
good to know.
Yes, darling.
So out real fast with the rapid fire, real fast.
Absolutely.
Rapid fire, okay.
Tell her what it is, Rezi.
Okay, rapid fire is our word association game. You know how you play those in school. I'll say a word and you say the first thing that comes to mind. There's no edit. Okay. Don't be scared. Whatever we say, and then JaVonne will go. So let me know when you're ready.
Okay, wait a minute. I just got to get myself together because I feel like, okay, I'm ready. Go.
Okay. Melody.
Green.
God.
Me.
Music.
Love.
Children.
Money.
Songs.
Peace.
I gotta hit her one more, Jay.
Do it.
Family.
Hope.
Amen. JaVonne, you up next.
Mine were weird. I'm sorry. I said need for God. Oh my God.
You better know.
Who does that?
That is God. That's what it is.
God.
Gee.
God. God is in you. What?
That's the best answer.
I didn't want to be Kanye and be like, you know.
No, we didn't take it that way. That's
okay, good.
Kanye, that's funny. Okay. Sex.
Dana.
Passion.
Ooh, me.
Piano.
Black.
Shaka Khan.
High.
Lesbian.
Family.
Personality.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Ruth.
Purple.
Gold.
Prince.
Rain.
Church.
Oh, freedom.
Thank you so much. You want to give her 5 more? I did take a liberty there.
Oh, I love y'all. I don't believe y'all. Oh, these were good.
Yes,
I have to clarify when y'all say Shaka Khan is that high. I got to clarify because it's ironic that you would say her, and I would think this today. When I'm recording, I think often of her voice because her voice gets really big. And I'm always thinking about, but she allows herself to sing like she sings. So that's something I never said out loud, that when I'm singing and I'm singing a high note, and sometimes it's like, but I am reminded to be free. Her highness reminds me to be free. And when I say height is in her notes, it reminds me to be free. That's a weird kind of connection, but I just had to clarify because after I said, it's like, oh, shit, that don't sound right. But that's what she is a muse when I'm recording.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's JaVonne is a self-described shockaholic.
Listen, can I tell you that? And I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I have the best compliment from Shaka. I was doing this play called I Dream, and they flew us to LA to do a little bit of the show for the investors. So she was one of them. She's out there and she's at the show. And I finished my song and she walks up to me and she was like, "Bitch, you can sing."
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. Right there. Right there.
So ain't nothing else to say. That's all I'm gonna say today.
Yo. So it don't even matter that I'm a big fan, because that's it.
That's it. That's it.
That was very kind of you to acknowledge it.
Tell everybody who is under a rock where they can find you, please.
Please, AverySunshine.com, HeySunshine.com, HeySunshineShow.com, Lou Mac Beauty. Please stop by there and get some stuff. And I promise we're gonna have some more products soon. COVID slowing everything down. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Avery Sunshine. Please just stop by and give us love. You don't have to say anything. You could just put a little heart somewhere, just sharing the peace of God that is in each and every one of us. So I'm grateful for this time. My dear sisters, thank you so much.
And thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. God bless.
Shout out to Dana.
I'll tell them.
Hi, everybody. You're in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. This is Melba Moore.
Still in the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terez on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see, that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artist or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today.
Come on, everybody's a friend in my head. I already know everybody. Whatever it is. One day I'll tell you about me and Shaka Khan, but you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but she doesn't know anything about it. But anyway. No, she doesn't. She wasn't even there actually. But anyway.
All our bosses though, Jay. Like she's got our ears and
I'm gonna send y'all some perfume. I'll definitely get an address. I'll send y'all out tomorrow.
You can send me some cologne, because I mean, you know. Yeah. Just in case I should meet Shaka Khan, I want to smell really, you know, nice.
Oh God.
Okie dokie, babe. Whatever you say.
The time, so
and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. This part, that little piece, I'm just gonna keep and play it all the time for myself. But no, I'm just teasing.